Hello. Hello, everybody. I didn't mean to time that with the music going away. It just, Oh, there we go. There's a new track. Hi. Uh, well, I guess I gotta straight away say thank you so much for all the nice messages. It's one of those where I didn't even know that you guys left all these messages. So, like, I came and logged in like 5 minutes ago to set everything up. And then I just saw you guys have left some really nice messages. So, thank you so much. And yes, it is my birthday today. I have turned 33, just to put it out there. Not quite 72, but I guess getting there. And yeah, it's been an unremarkable day, but I guess we're gonna change that now, I suppose, by doing a stream. So let's go through. Thank you, Lucas. Appreciate that. Thank you, Nostalgia Vault. Oh, your birthday's on the May 15th. It's crazy. Yeah, like all these birthdays in May, man. Like my godson's birthday is actually on the 9th of May, which is really nice. And then like my stepbrother's birthday's on like the 5th, I think. Yeah, there's actually a lot of birthdays in May. I guess take away 9 months. I guess that's, well, let's not think about that too much. But yes, thank you, Asorsos, aka Max. Thank you very much. Oh, how am I gonna say this one? Pcats Olot. Oh, we share a birthday. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. I actually at school there was someone who had the exact same birthday as me, which was always interesting because you always have to like try and sync up. But like this isn't like some random like American sitcom where you're like, well, I'm gonna have a party and you're not invited. It's like, no, we're just gonna hang out. It's fine. So we always had to sync that up. Thank you, John. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for saying that I'm 72. I appreciate that. That feels great. Hey, Disney. Thank you for the happy birthday. God, so many messages. This is amazing. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Hey, Rob. Thank you very much. Hey, Finny. Thank you for the present and the cake and the fireworks. Juan. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you very much. I'm having so much fun watching your Simpsons Games ranking videos. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's can you believe it? It's been like a year and a half since I started this thing. October 2023. Like more than a year and a half, I suppose. Crazy that it's gone on for this long. Just when you when I spend so long on each video, that's the only thing that's gonna happen. And hello, Joe. Here he comes. Actually, I was going to say you're late, but I think for you, Joe, this is actually quite early. You're more of a show up an hour in. That's more your style. So thank you for coming on time. That's the best gift at all. I think we can all agree that's the best gift. Right, so before I boot up the game, I am going to have a little beer. I'm not super excited to be having a drink because I drank far too much over the weekend. I went out with friends. We had some drinks. It was a really good time. But obviously you're celebrating, so you have a little bit too much. So I'm just going to have the one. I'm going to have a Vault City Lychee Berry Coconut Modern Sour. So let's get that going. And then we can play some video games. There we go. All right, let's get that poured. This is very exciting. I am just pouring it, but you can't pour it too quick. Because then there will just be like foam everywhere and it'll just be a mess. You can't do that. Not with this beer. I've had it before and it's very nice. I've messed that up anyway. Right. Where's my SNES? So here we go. So I'm going to turn off the lovely music. I'm going to do my trick of saying what I'm doing out loud just to make sure I don't forget anything. Go to YouTube stream. Here we go. There's a black square. Right. SNES. No, hold on. I got to turn on. Where is it? There we go. Turn on my upscaler. And then turn on the SNES. Because I like where I can, I try and stream stuff off the original hardware. Like the way I kind of do it is like for the actual video itself, I will play it on an emulator just because it does look a little bit better. And it does give me a bit more freedom with recording. But it's like I always try and collect the physical version of the game so I can actually like play it live on stream. Because I do kind of like the blurriness. It's just like it's probably a bit much for the full video. Oh, that audio is terrible. You guys can't hear it yet. Hold on. So we need to go here because I have to reset the Elgato to make sure it works. Go to you. Oh dear, that's something that's very strange. There we go. Hey, video games. There is actually no audio yet. That's going to kick in. That's one of the like with this game when I was testing like the audio stuff earlier, trying to make sure everything was balanced correctly. Like the audio is so all over the place in this game. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Right. So you guys will have to tell me if that's the correct volume, but it won't play again until like another minute because then it has to loop. It's a bit crazy. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for everyone coming out for my birthday. It is very nice. I just worked, to be honest with you, because I did stuff over the weekend and I work from home. It was kind of like just easier to just work rather than like taking an extra day. So I ended up working, but that's fine. It wasn't too busy. And yeah, I celebrated with friends. Okay, here we go. Let's catch up on some more. A pint or 9 should be fine. Okay, well, I'll start with 1. I don't think I'll quite get to 9. I do have work tomorrow, and I am a bit tired. So we'll see how we go from the 1. Or maybe I'll just make the noises and tell everyone I drank 9. I do have like 9. Wait, I think I have at least 10 beers in the house. But again, that's just alcoholic behavior. And I'm not going to encourage that. Not on the internet, anyway. I still fondly remember the day I stumbled across the Ranking Every Simpsons Game series when Camp Deadly was the newest video. Wow, yeah. And I got excited for the series' future very quickly. Yeah, wow. That was right back there. That video actually did very well, which was kind of nice. Like, you never know when you do a new series, right? You're just like making these videos and just seeing what happens. So it was very nice when that video got that push. I'm not sure if it's still the video with the most amount of views, but it seemed to do quite well. So thank you for sticking around, I appreciate it. This is the exact midpoint of your life. You will die at the moment exactly 33 years from now. Wow. Well, okay, well... So, that's depressing. So I won't even make 72. That's good to know, I suppose. I mean, that gives me just enough time to cover all the Simpsons games. And maybe I'll have a little bit of time in there to do Lego Dimensions as well. That would be quite nice. I think I can just about squeeze that in. So I guess see you guys in 33 years' time when I do Lego Dimensions. I'm sorry, I know the game is barely started, but I have to go to bed. I got to get up in 4 hours. Wow. Okay, well, thank you so much for taking the time anyway. I really appreciate it, Lucas. Always appreciate your nice comments. But yeah, thank you so much. I hope you have a good time at work, despite only having 4 hours to sleep. But yeah, thank you so much. So what's your plan for the next video? I forgot how big Virtual Springfield is, and I'm unsure if it can be an entire video. Well, I guess I'll start the game in a second, but just to answer that question. The next video is Cartoon Studio, and I'm writing the script of that at the moment. It's actually like almost 50 minutes long currently, which was not the plan, was not what I was supposed to do. Or was what I thought would happen. But yeah, the script is like currently, once I finish it, it will make for like a 50-minute long video. So the plan is to like finish that off. And it'll be Cartoon Studio next. And then Virtual Springfield will be its own standalone video after that. Yeah, because initially I was going to mash them into one big video, but then I was like, well, I'll try and separate them and just see. And then once I finished, once I've wrote most of the Cartoon Studio video, I was like, okay, this is going to be totally fine. Like, these can totally be 2 independent things. So like Cartoon Studio will be between like 40 to 50 minutes long. And then Virtual Springfield, I have no idea. I just have to finish Cartoon Studio first. All right, that's enough intros. Let's play some Itchy and Scratchy. I hope I have a good time. We'll see. I was playing this a little bit earlier just to test everything out, and it was a time for sure. Right, so I'm thinking I'm going to leave the difficulty on medium because when I was actually playing this game, I never beat the SNES version on medium. I beat the Game Gear version on medium, and I played almost all of the Genesis version on medium, but then it just broke during that boss. I never found a way around it. So I never beat the SNES one on medium, and I think I can do it. It's just I got so burnt out by playing this game that I decided not to. So I think I'm going to stick to medium just to see if I can do it. That does make it more likely. Oh my god, the text looks terrible on the stream. Wow, this the SNES was not really built for this sort of text. I wonder what this would look like on an actual CRT. Like with all the red, it looks very blurred and stuff. Like even on my actual TV, it looks really rough. Wow, that red and thin text was a very poor choice. I'm kind of holding back on going back to the title screen because I know what music's going to play. But yeah, okay, so let's have another sip of beer and then we'll give this a go. But yeah, I'm going to try on medium. That might mean I won't be able to beat this. But yeah, I don't know. I always forget the Power SNES controller has the colors. Yeah, I know, I kind of like them. Yeah, shades of purple. That's the thing. I had no idea that the SNES was purple for the longest time. Because it's one of those things that you wouldn't expect to be different. And then one day you just see it and I'm just like, what is that? Like the weird SNES as well, that has like a completely different design. That a lot of people I see use. Like the one that's got like the bump in the middle for where the games go. I don't know. It was a bit like, I guess, what the PS1 was for the PlayStation. Again, but I didn't recognize it as an SNES before. But anyway, I'm just rambling. I'm actually using a Japanese controller because they were cheaper. And they work on a PAL SNES. So my controller actually says Super Famicom on it because it's like the exact same controller. And it was dirt cheap on eBay to get like a couple of these Japanese controllers rather than PAL ones. All right, I'm just delaying though. I'm just delaying. Let's play some Itchy and Scratchy. Again, I'm not going to promise that I can beat this, but I should be able to get to level 6 and then we'll have to go from there. Do you think Ellis Mark was directly inspired from your videos to make the video of him playing? Oh, I didn't know he made that. I was watching some Ellis Mark the other day. I was watching his American... Oh, there goes my voice. I was watching his American Dad one. I don't know. I definitely did think... Oh god, that looks a little loud to me. I'm just going to turn that down just a smidge. Oh, no. Oh god. Okay. You have to let me know if it needs to be turned down a bit more, but it looked a little loud from my side. It's even just loud for me. Like the sound mixing of this game is not great, which does not help in terms of like the music and things like that. I had a comment from someone on this video saying they actually really liked the music for this level, and I was like, okay, I guess so. I'm not sure if I would use the word bop to describe this song, but if you enjoy it, fair enough. And then you've got the screaming as well, which is always pleasant. Okay, there's not that much to show off in this level. I want to try and show off as much as I can for each of these levels, because it's something that I didn't really go into that much in the actual video. That there is actually like, there are secrets in the level, just none of them are that interesting. Like the secret for this level is this danger door. And I didn't call it a secret in the video because it's just like, just go through this door. Oh, that didn't work. So I kind of barely qualify it as a secret. But there are like little things you can find. It's just like, it's like I said in my video, they're just cool a little bit. They're all just a bit pointless. Like if you can beat Scratchy without finding a secret, then the secret's not really worth finding. All right, how are we going to do this? There he is. And I missed. And I missed. Luckily in this level, Scratchy is just very dumb and does not do anything right. Okay, well I used up all of my bow and arrow. I could grind some like bones for the boss. I just don't think I really need to. Yeah, that's the thing, like every time I release a video, I always kind of think like, there's like always things I don't mention. And I'm always like umming and ahhing when making the video about whether I should mention them. And then like after I released the video, I was like, maybe I should have mentioned that. But like the scream, like Scratchy in this game has like a very Tom from Tom and Jerry scream like that. And it's actually quite awful to listen to at times. I was like on the fence about like, do I really want to play this horrible scream sound? I ended up going no for the sake of pacing, but maybe I should have played it. That's what makes like doing these extra streams kind of nice. Like it's kind of like a companion to the video. I get a chance to like ramble about some smaller things that I didn't really get around to mentioning, which is cool. I think I'm making this level harder than it is. It really is very easy. I was just wandering around. And this boss has a weird quirk to it as well, where like to make the little scratchies appear to get ammo, you have to actually hit the head. You hit the head, and then this scratchy thing appears. It's such a, I don't know, it's such like a nothing mechanic that I don't really get why it's in there. And then we just get to spam bones at Scratchy. But it's like, and that's the thing with like these bosses as well. It's like, ideally you want to like move out the way of the rocks, right? But there's kind of no point. You just throw your bones and you've done it. So whatever. And that's level 1, everybody. Hope everyone enjoyed. The alternative universe where Virtual Bart's difficulty takes the whole world and forces the game to be locked on level hard to remove the continues. Well, that sounds terrible. That sounds terrible. I haven't played Virtual Bart since, and I would not be interested in that, I'm afraid. This game reminds me of the arcade game, the Outfoxies. Not one I've heard of, I'm afraid. Can't unhear the Flintstones bit. Yeah, it's so, like, aggressive. Like, it sounds like music they put in as placeholder, being like, hey, Bill, can you make us some dinosaur music? We'll go back and change it. We'll have time. It's like, oh, okay, sure, here's some... There's the Flintstones. And then just threw that in, and then just, like, never came back to it to change it. Like, it feels like placeholder. The fact that that same song is in the Genesis version that they never finished just feels a bit, like, odd. Have you collected all the tokens in one run? Maybe that does something. That's an interesting idea. But the only thing about that is that when you die with the Scratchy tokens, the token actually resets. So you have to, like, I guess in order for that to count, you would have to get the Scratchy token and beat the boss without dying. But the fact that it resets, to me, makes it feel like it's not like this permanent thing, right? Like, if it was actually properly recording you collecting them, it wouldn't reset on death. I mean, maybe that's like incorrect of me to assume, but that's what it kind of feels like to me. Right, okay, first things first, we just got to run all the way to the side to get the extra life. And then there is like a series of platforms in this level that you can climb up. But you kind of need the cheese to do so. And there's like, I think there's actually more to this level than I gave it credit for. It's just all of it's irrelevant. Like, it's all irrelevant. There's like 2 weapon pickups near the beginning, and you can like pick up those. Oh, Scratchy just appeared out of nowhere. And you can just like pick up those 2 weapon pickups and kill him on the first screen, basically. Like, you don't have to really engage with any of this. I want to see what's up here, or see if we can at least get the Scratchy token. Come on. I think the Scratchy, yeah, there's the Scratchy token. And I think on the side here is a load of platforms. Can I get past that ghost? Okay. Go away, Scratchy. Yeah, it's like to check all this stuff out and see what it is, you kind of have to like ignore the entire point of the game, which is to attack Scratchy. It's very strange. It's a very strange game. Did I collect the other... Yeah, okay, so there's a button there. Which maybe I can damage boost up there? I don't quite remember. You know, again, this level just makes me feel silly, where I have to, like, ignore... You have to go out your way to ignore what you're supposed to be doing to even, like, see anything interesting. And get squashed by a giant rhino in a tutu. Okay, where's Scratchy? Did I get the other weapon pickup? think it's somewhere around here. Alright, well, Scratchy's almost dead. We might as well just kill him. So how is everyone else doing, by the way? All the attention got put on me with my birthday and everything. So I hope everyone else is doing okay. It's quite hot in the UK here at the moment, which so far I'm still feeling positive about, but I know that's going to change. Like, give me 2 more days of it being like too hot and I'm not going to feel so positive about it anymore. At the moment, it's at that level where it's like, okay, it's nice that it's not so awful and cold all the time, and I don't have to put the heating on, so I don't have to pay for that. This is something that's kind of actually a nice little detail. Like, what you're doing here is that he's riding this wooden horse, and like when you give it a sugar cube, it whips its tail up. So it's like happy that you gave it the sugar cube, but because it's whipping its tail up, that's what's actually hitting Scratchy. So they did actually take the time to, like, I don't know, somewhat think it through. Like, the animations and some of the art stuff in this game is actually pretty good. I should probably be a bit more careful, but this is level 1. You really don't have to be. Oh, that's one thing that's kind of annoying about this boss, though. Like, it's not very consistent, like... And this is something that's not very good about the game control-wise, where you have to, like, sometimes throw or, like, charge your throw, but where it goes just feels really off. Like, it just feels like sometimes you throw this thing and it'll hit him, and sometimes you'll throw it and it's not. It's like there's some sort of, like, auto-lock system that's kicking in, but sometimes it just doesn't really kick in, and it's not really clear why. It feels pretty bad. That was the thing that stood out to me when I was testing this earlier, because what happens is that it takes me ages to actually, like, after writing the script, and like it takes me ages to then like edit the thing and put it all together, which means there's like a month of me not really playing the game before I do this live stream, which means I forget quite a bit of stuff. So when I picked this up earlier, I was like, yeah, this doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good. The Outfoxies is a platform fighter that's somehow released before Smash 64, and it's just 2 people running around an arena picking up weapons. It actually holds up alright. Oh, okay, cool. I actually like this song for this level. This might be my favorite song in the game. Which is a shame because I'm about to pause it so I can actually read chat. I actually quite like that song. Yeah, there was a lot of that sort of stuff, wasn't there? There's like, I guess, Joust? Joust? Oh, that's not the... Joust. I remember playing Joust back in the day, which is basically like a type of, I don't know, arena fighting sort of thing, if you want to call it that. So that concept always existed. It was just like, it wasn't until Smash that they found a way to like make it work properly in a way that people can really enjoy. They said, hey, wait a minute, this is kind of a bop. And he said, is it? Yeah, well, if people like what they like, if somebody out there wants to say the the Flintstones song ripoff from the Itchy and Scratchy game from 1995, that song is a bob, then I respect it. I don't agree, but I respect it. Play any good non-Simpsons video games recently? I've been playing the Oblivion remaster. I've been on like a little bit of a... I mean, the main reason I'm playing that game is for nostalgia, to be totally honest. And it's been fun from that perspective. But I don't love Oblivion. I just find it like interesting. I mean, there's just so much nostalgia for me that I've just been playing it. And I put like 10 hours into it. And it's like, I don't know, it just feels like open world games have come so far since Oblivion that Oblivion is cool as like a time, like just as something that's like, oh, this is kind of cool. At the time, it was really impressive. I feel like nowadays, yeah, like after you play something like Breath of the Wild, something like Oblivion just makes less sense to me. And I just find it not as engaging as I used to when I was younger. So it's not bad. I just, especially for a game that's as big and as long as Oblivion. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be if you don't want it to be, but for a game that's so long, I'm kind of like, how much time do I really want to invest into this? Especially when the main reason I'm playing it is for nostalgia, so I like it. You know, it's fun. It's still like really, it's like a cool thing. I just don't know if I can really justify playing it for like playing it long enough to beat it. I really want to play the Expedition 33. I do really want to play that game. It sounds really cool. I just can't really justify. I just have to like, I can't, if I'm going to start playing that game, it means I'm never going to play Oblivion again. So I kind of have to like weigh up in my mind, being like, okay, am I willing to like ditch Oblivion to give this other game a go? Where's the Itchy? Where's the Itchy? Did I go in a different room? This is strange. I'm not sure if I knew this, but it looks like there's actually more than one room downstairs. Can I go there? No, I can't. In case you're wondering, yes, I am just ignoring Scratchy at the moment. I just want to have a look around. Because I got the Scratchy token. So far, I've got all 3 of the Scratchy tokens. So maybe what John was saying about like what happens if you get them all, I can give that a go? Maybe I can give that a go? I don't think I know where all the Scratchy tokens are. Some of them are actually decently hidden. But there's a room that This is where the extra life is, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, it's in here. Here we go. God, like, look at this. Like, this is what I was saying in the review. Like, there's so much stuff down here. You just never have a real reason to come here. Okay, there's the extra life. Cool. Now we can actually take out Scratchy. But look, it's massive. It's like someone put the time to create all of this stuff. But there's just no reason to be here. Which is why I kind of find this whole game and the level design to be so... Oh, come on. So directionless. Because it just doesn't give you a reason to really explore it. Like, the only thing over in this direction was that cheese. But, like, you don't need it at all? There we go. Well, hopefully this boss isn't going to be too bad. This boss is actually quite easy. It's just a little fiddly with the platforming. But first we're going to do the most fun thing, and that's just grind, because I don't want to run out of ammo and have to jump off and do more grinding. Oh, happy birthday. Oh, thank you so much. I will take all the birthday messages today. That's the nice thing about birthday and stuff like that, yeah. You just get like a string of messages. And like, it's always interesting to see who reaches out, right? Like, and they're not reaching out to say anything crazy, but it's just like, hey, happy birthday. But I get like birthday messages from people that I worked with like 8 years ago, which is like really sweet and nice. Like, I'm not, like, it's a really nice thing, but it's always interesting to see, oh yeah, that person. I remember that oh, messed that jump. I remember that person. That's really nice that they have sent me a birthday message. I guess nowadays with a lot of like media platforms, it just tells you when people's birthdays are. So I'm assuming some people will just, anytime they get told it's a birthday, they will just send a message. I don't know. Either way, it's nice. It's very nice. Yeah, I did struggle with this boss a bit at first, but it really is just like wait until Scratchy comes out and then spam the button. And whenever I watch like playthroughs online of this game, all of the boss fights just went to like stand in one place and just spam the button. And as long as you have enough ammo, you don't really have to do much of anything. Which is it's not what you want from bosses. Oh, that is a nice drink. Doing great, man. I'm just having dinner, and then I'll start reading All-Star Superman. I bought the comic last week. Is that a physical comic? Because that's really cool if it is. I mean, if not, then that's still cool as well. But yeah, I'm not really a comic person, but I definitely would be someone who would want to physically collect them. I have a load of, I think the only comics I have is like a load of Ultimate Spider-Man. Because at one point I was going to be like, right, I really like Spider-Man, I should give comics a go. So I bought like a ton of that Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah, that like that series back in the day. I did enjoy it. It's just comics are just not really for me. I definitely enjoyed what I read. And when I was a kid, I loved the Ultimate Spider-Man PS2 game. Absolutely loved that game. So like it made sense to like read some of the comics, and it was really cool to actually see that all that stuff was taken from the comic. Which was a weird moment. It's like, oh yeah, this is like that video game I played. Right, I don't remember where the Scratchy token is in this level, so I'm just gonna have to look around. Beside The Simpsons Arcade, has there been any single... Hold on, let me make sure I read this. Beside The Simpsons Arcade, has there been a single game you've played for this project that's actually been fun? Oh, that's a good question. I did like my time with Tapped Out, but it was very much like I was super split on it. But I actually did overall look back and being like, I'm really glad I went back and properly played that game and gave it what I would say is a fair chance. Like, it was really cool to go back to it and just like experience it properly. And even though at times it was a little bit rough because I had to like force myself to play it at times, it was still cool. And some of the stuff that's in that game is really awesome. Like, there is some really cool things in that game. So I overall, like, even though at times I was a bit burnt out by it, I got to a point eventually where I was like, no, Tapped Out is a cool thing. It's got problems and there's some things I'm very much against in the game, but no, that's a cool game that's got enough creativity to it and enough like history of the show that, like, yeah, I like The Simpsons Tapped Out, even if like when I look at the way it structures its gameplay and forces engagement, even if that stuff's not great, I still think it's cool. Then outside of that, like, Bart's Nightmare was good. Like, I rated it quite highly because I thought that game was cool. Like, by the time I actually, like, that run of Bart's Nightmare where I actually managed to beat it properly and get an A+ was really satisfying and fun. Like, that was really fun. Like, yeah, some of that stuff was frustrating, but actually getting to the end of that game was fun. I think Bart's Nightmare is pretty good. It's not amazing. Like, there's way better on the SNES, and there's way better licensed games out there as well. But I think Bart's Nightmare is just like, if you just like tweak a couple of these mini games to not make them quite so painful, it's cool. I like Bart's Nightmare a lot. And Escape from Camp Deadly, I don't know, I like that game as well. Like, I think if I was a kid and I was given a copy of Escape from Camp Deadly and I was, you know, patient with it, I would have enjoyed that game too. I thought that was cool. So there, yeah, I like that game. Right, I really don't know whether... No, I do know where the Scratchy token is. What am I talking about? It's in the boss arena. So let's just wait here. We'll just do the old classic, just shoot Scratchy when he appears on screen. I can have a drink while I'm waiting, which is nice. So yeah, Bart's Nightmare was a game that I'd not really properly played before. And even though, like, yeah, it's rough at first, it was fun, like, figuring that game out to put it all together. Escape from Camp Deadly is, like, it's okay at the end of the day. It is just okay. But I think it gets a bit... I think people are too harsh against that game. And even Bart and the Beanstalk, that's the one I'm thinking of. Even Bart and the Beanstalk I kind of like. So, I don't know, even though I spend most of the videos complaining, because most of the games are kind of rough and bad and have real issues because Acclaim are just not a very good publisher, I don't know, I think I'm probably more positive about the games overall than I probably give off in the videos themselves. Because when you have to be critical and try to, like, analyze a game and try and sum up the good and the bad, it's just very easy to highlight the bad with these sort of games. But no, like, I think actually I'm very glad. Most of them I'm very glad I played. Like Bart's House of Weirdness, that was a nightmare to beat, ironically. But once I did, I was like, yeah, that's such a cool game. It plays terribly and is really frustrating at times, but that's like the perfect Simpsons game. Like, if it actually controlled well and had decent level design, that's the perfect Simpsons game, and it would be the best one in the 90s. But they just didn't do it. That just didn't happen, which is really a shame. Okay, I think I only need 30, so let's hit this. Oh, nope. That's not what you want. Luckily, the Scratchy token gives us extra health. So now I can just go up here, grab this, go through, and then it should just be a case of spamming the button. So far we're 4 for 4 on Scratchy tokens, which is quite nice. And I do know where the cowboy one is. It's just actually quite hard to get. All right, here we go. Oh, messed up. Or just hit Y for a bit. I have another drink. Not gonna lie, it wasn't the worst thing that you had to make tapped out so early. The Simpsons game feels like a better finale. Sorry, because that would be like a 5-hour. Yeah, I guess so, right? I can go either way on it. I think the Simpsons game will make a good finale, but I will be covering those mobile games. I do have a way of playing at least one version of each of those. So the footage in tapped out near the beginning of those mobile games, that's my footage. Because I did find a way to play Minister Meltdown, Itchy and Scratchy Land, and The Simpsons Arcade. So I will be covering them. I actually quite like this song as well. This song's actually pretty good. But let me pause before I get attacked. But yeah, my plan is actually to redo the tapped out video at the end. So you might have noticed in the Itchy and Scratchy game, maybe nobody did, I don't know. But you'll notice that in the version of the list in that video, tapped out doesn't appear. You might be like, why isn't tapped out in that list? And it's because the plan is that I'll redo the tapped out video where it'll be like 90% the same, but I'll change the intro a bit, I'll change the outro a bit, and then I'll do like an extra bit about EA, because that version of the video doesn't have a recap on the EA era, which I think is, I need to talk about the EA era, or have that wrap up. So the plan is I'll get to the end, do the Simpsons game, do those mobile games, redo tapped out, and then that'll be the end. Although after that, I then want to do Lego Dimensions and like some of the other couple random things that I haven't covered properly. So there will be more stuff that comes. But I do plan to just redo the tapped out video. Okay, so this is actually quite tricky to get the Scratchy token. Again, I'm kind of glad that I'm able to do this stream just to show it off a little bit. This might be the first time that I die, because it's very awkward to do this. So at the very end, I said at the very end, do you see how pointless this level design is? Like, what is the difference between these rocks and those rocks? Like, why is it so big? It's such a waste of time. Okay, so you have to hit this multiple times and dodge everything that comes at you, which is easier said than done. And that opens this up. And then this should be where the Scratchy token is, if I remember correctly. Oh god, oh god. Yep, there it is. Oh god. Okay. But then this is the tricky thing, the tapped out video. Not the tapped out video, what am I on about? Yeah, now I have to beat Scratchy without dying while already taking a load of damage. So the trick really is to find like a ledge like this. Well, not like that actually, I want to find a different ledge. Like a ledge like this, where he only spawns from the left, because he gets like confused. So as long as he comes from the left, he should like jump around in a weird way, like that. Then you should be able to hit him when he does that, although I'm not doing a very good job. So this is kind of like the tactic, like to make him jump, because if he's jumping like that, then he can't attack you in the air. So he just gets stuck and he gets very confused. Which is why this game's a little broken and not too great. That's okay, because it's better than Virtual Bar for the SNES. It's actually going quite well, although I just ran out of ammo. There's health. Oh, I don't remember where the... how am I going to do this? I don't remember where the weapon is. I don't have any other weapons. Maybe I can use my cheese to go quick? That's something I was thinking about the other day, where it's just like, obviously back in the early 90s, Sonic was like the biggest thing in the world. And I was playing like that. Oh, here we go. This will do. I was playing that Speedy Gonzales game to get footage of it. And then he was doing the Sonic thing. And then I was playing this again, and I was like, oh, he's doing the Sonic thing. And it's just crazy how many games from this period just was like, oh, Sonic's the biggest thing in the world. So can we have a character that does like the spinny feet thing? Can we do that? And it doesn't matter if it's a yes or no. Like, why does Itchy do that? I don't know. I know Sonic didn't invent it. I think Looney Tunes did. But once Sonic became big, it's just like, oh, do we have a cartoon animal? Well, we're going to have them do the spinny feet thing and go fast. That's what the kids want. Luckily, this boss is quite easy. The only thing you have to look for is the barrels. And as long as you keep dodging them, you're fine. But there is just like a perfect spot. So Scratchy is all the way in the right in a wagon. And there is just a perfect spot that you can stand. This playthrough is actually going surprisingly well. I think that's all going to change with the next level. The next level really did give me so much trouble. I really don't like the next level. Hold on, I'm trying to read chat, but I have to concentrate just enough that I can't. I'll get 20 of these cactuses, or cacti, and let's go get them. That barrel actually does more damage than I remember. Oh, I'm just not going to have enough. No! Alright, let's go back over here then. Should only need like 2 or 3 more, and then we're good. God, I'm talking about this game like it's a bloody Dark Soul boss or something. Like, okay, guys, we gotta aggro. We gotta use the right summons. We gotta go in there. You gotta have the right build. All roll. Just roll to the side. Keep rolling. It's fine. Oh, nice. Did you also figure out Simpsons Bowling? Well, I think I remember Rob talking about this before, where there is an emulator out there and you can play it. There's just audio issues with it. And speaking of audio issues, I don't like this song, so I'm going to pause it. And I think that's still the case. I did look into it after the last time it was brought up. And it was, yeah, as far as I can tell, nobody has fixed that audio bug for The Simpsons Bowling. So my plan is still to play it. My plan is still to buy a trackball for my PC, because I found a tutorial online which shows you how to like set up a trackball with the arcade emulator. So you can totally play The Simpsons Bowling on an emulator with a trackball, which is really cool. But the current version of the ROM does have some audio issues. There's not that much I can do about that, so I'm probably just going to play that version and just have to suck it up, and there's just going to be some audio problems. Because any version of the Simpsons Arcade Cabinet in the UK, all the ones that I can find are not the arcade 1-up versions. So whenever I've gone to an arcade and I can play that, you know, quite a lot of arcades in the UK have the Simpsons Arcade in them. But back in 2021 is when 1-up or Arcade 1-up re-released the Simpsons Arcade. And as part of that, it came with the Simpsons Bowling. And you can tell because it has a little trackball in front of it. But all the ones I found in the UK, whenever I've been to an arcade or a barcade, aren't that version. It's like an old, it's either like an original version or it's like a refurb version of that, or a recreation. I'm not too sure. So I haven't been able to find anywhere in the UK where I could go to an arcade and just play The Simpsons Bowling. So I'm just going to have to like play on an emulator and just have those audio issues, which is a bit of a shame, but it's better than nothing. Props to you for getting tapped out as quick as you did, though. It's an important review. Yeah, I know, right? That was that felt like the first big one. Like that felt like the first really big one. So it was crazy to actually have to do that. It actually wasn't as long as it was originally. Like originally when I did that video and finished the script, the whole breakdown by year wasn't in that. And it was when I posted about it, and Rapping Ninja, who I don't think is in the chat at the moment, left a comment saying, wow, you're covering a ton of content. And I had to reply saying like, oh, sorry, I actually can't cover all this content. And he said, no, that's totally understandable. I get it. But then I was like, well, I should try. Even if I can't cover it properly because I can't play it all, I should try. So over the next 2 evenings after that exchange is when I wrote that entire section about like, let's go through the updates year by year. Because it's like, I should at least try. So that was a massive undertaking, just editing that thing. I had to grab like 100 different images just for that one section, but it was totally worth it. Really happy with how it came out. What do you think your favorite Simpsons game will be by the end of this? The best one still Simpsons Road Rage. Well, of course it's the best one. I do have a physical copy of Road Rage. I think the Simpsons Road Rage on the GPA is the cheapest Simpsons game to get, apart from maybe the Simpsons Wrestling. But over here in the UK, it was like a tenner for a complete in-box version of that game, so I just picked it up straight away. Yeah, so it's probably going to be hit and run, right? Like, it's probably going to be hit and run. I think what number 2 is going to be more interesting. I think Road Rage is one that I'm actually going to like a lot more than I'm expecting. Maybe the GPA version, but I think Road Rage is kind of like, because people just say, oh, it's just a Crazy Taxi clone, whatever, it gets a bit dismissed. But I think that's actually quite a cool game. But I don't know. I'm going to have to replay it. I did play it a ton as a kid. I feel like Road Rage, I can see myself putting Road Rage above The Simpsons Arcade. I think The Simpsons Arcade, because of how like much it has not been supported over the years and how difficult it is to play, I think it gets put on a little bit of a pedestal. And I do really like that game. I do think it's really cool. But I think just because of all the other Simpsons games from that era are very, very flawed, and The Simpsons Arcade has had a really rough release history, I think it kind of gets built up in people's heads a bit more. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I do like The Simpsons Arcade, but I do think it gets a bit more love than it deserves love. Don't we all? I think it gets a bit overrated just because it's hard to get. And like Turtles in Time is just a better beat 'em up from that era. Where is Poochie? I'm afraid that I don't know what's going on. The Itchy and Scratchy and Poochie game has not been announced, but any day now, I'm sure it's coming. Right, I hate this level, so I first have to try and figure out where the Scratchy token is, because we're 5 for 5 on Scratchy tokens, which is actually very good. Oh, I hate the platforming here. You can't make that jump. Did they really have to pick the worst music in the world as well? I think I need to get the cheese. Like, whenever I'm not sure where a Scratchy token is, that usually means it's very high up. I want to say it's in, like, the top left corner. Scratchy, please leave me alone. Any minute he's going to start getting, like, the dynamite out, and it's just going to be relentless. Yep, there it is. There's the dynamite. So I have to try and be careful. Oh my god, these jumps. I swear I'm making this jump, but it's just not working. Okay, we got some cheese. Good. Good. There's like a big elevator at some point. Scratchy, stop it. Is this gonna work? No. Cool. Okay, I think I can go... Okay, damage boost up here. Good. More cheese. Good. And there was nothing up there. Good. Well, I'm probably gonna die during this, so that's fine. I've already taken a ton of damage. You can't even make that jump there. It's so bad. Right. Okay, there's health. Gotta get that. I think it's all the way on the right, but I think you need to, like, get some cheese first. And then just, like, just run all the way up here. I'm really hoping one of these enemies drops health, because I do really need it. Okay, I think I want to go up here. Let's just use the cheese. Scratchy, no. Then I think it's on the top left. That might be where the extra life is. Okay, there's the extra life. Where's the Scratchy token? Okay. Well, the Scratchy token didn't seem to be over there. I don't know where else it could be. Although I seem very safe. I seem very safe on this platform. I have a feeling Scratchy can't get me on this platform, which is nice to know, I suppose. I can't... Well, I have time to read your comments now because Scratchy can't get me on this platform. That's nice, eh? Maybe if he gets all the Scratchy tokens, we'll see Poochie. Yeah, you know what? My uncle, actually, he works at Acclaim, and he told me that's true. So, I mean, Simpsons bosses can be a bit Dark Souls-y. I guess so. I guess if Itchy and... I guess a lot of these games are very difficult. They are the Dark Souls of licensed games. I've heard that. I really enjoy both the console and GBA version of Road Rage. They're the only Simpsons games I've played and hope to give Hit and Run a shot. Oh, you should definitely give Hit and Run a shot. 100%. Luckily with Hit and Run, like, it's a little bit more expensive nowadays. But, like, the PS2 version is totally fine. This isn't like Sonic Heroes, where, like, you don't want to play the PS2 version. Whatever the cheapest version is of Hit and Run, it's good, so it's worth playing. If you like Road Rage, you'll definitely like Hit and Run. And I'm very jealous that you get to play it for the first time. I can't believe Tom hates the Simpsons arcade. I know, it was going to come out sooner or later that I actually hate that game. I've just been lying to everyone. I'm so sorry. It's a game that works best. Yeah, I think that's fair. Like having 4 people around an actual arcade cabinet, that's just how it's meant to be played. In the same way that like Mario Kart or GoldenEye, right? GoldenEye in the N64 is meant to be played with 4 people in a room messing around on a Saturday night having fun, like with 4 controllers. It's the same thing. Honestly, I kind of like this song. Would you describe it as a bop? People are saying these songs are bops, apparently. When does this game stop? I think this just goes forever. Yep, probably. Use the time to Google the last Scratchy token. Oh, I want to find it myself though. I have 8 lives, so we have plenty of lives to play around with. I do think it might still be on the top left. There's no hidden areas in this level, so it's either on the top right or it's on the top left. And I feel like we already explored the top left and the top right. And the top left had the extra life. Maybe there's another bit all the way on the left? I don't know. I feel like as soon as I jump off of this, I'm going to die anyway. So I might as well wait all the way to the top. Let's just jump to the right and just see where we go. Yes, it was there. It's here. It's here. Okay. All right. Here we go then. Boom. Easy. Video games. So it was on the top right. It was just on the left section of the top right. Okay, I only have one. Nope. Scratchy. Nope. Nope. God, if I have enough ammo with this shovel, I think I can actually beat Scratchy from here. Like, look at that. The Scratchy token, like, fully revived me. Like, I might actually be able to do this in one life. Just depends how much shovel ammo I have left. But Scratchy's AI is not liking this. So Scratchy should get hit by that buzzsaw if he comes from... Oh, God. Come on, Scratchy. He should get hit by that buzzsaw and then freak out. But let's see. Yep, there he goes. Oh no, he actually stayed up here. Right, okay. Alright, this seems oddly doable. This is like the perfect spot to break at Scratchy's AI. Oh, don't go over there. Okay, so now I need to go all the way over here so he instantly hits the buzzsaw if he appears on screen. Yep, there he goes. And he should... No! No! That's not fair. You can't stand on a buzzsaw and throw dynamite. Yep, there he goes. So where's he gonna... So he just appears there. Oh, this isn't good. So he's always gonna take damage from that buzzsaw. Then I think I have to drop down. There we go. Go away. Go away. I was hoping he would have... I was hoping that guy would drop some health. Okay, only one more hit. Only one more hit. I don't... No! I don't know where to stand. I don't think there's any good places to stand. There we go. Boom. 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 God, I spent so much time complaining about that level, and then I just beat it on my first try. That's pretty cool. And I did get the Scratchy token, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. God, why the... I don't really want to use any of my bricks straight away. Just because if I die, then I'll have to grind more ammo. But he is doing so much damage to me. Right, no one better describe this song as a bop. I don't know if anyone can hear this and think bop. I don't know how many bricks I'm going to need for this. But also this boss is actually quite tricky. Like the way he moves is just really awkward and strange. Go away. Oh God, he doesn't even touch you then. But surely, like, even if I die to this boss, surely it'll still count that I collected the Scratchy token. Because there's no way you can go back to the first level. Oh, that was cool. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm gonna end up dying to this. So I'm just gonna have to collect as much ammo as I can. Go on, go away. Back off. Yeah, I'll just get as much ammo as I can and just... I'm gonna end up dying. God. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's fine. Let me try being a bit more aggressive. This boss is just very awkward. Again, I never really got a good sense of when he charges at you. And when he touches you, he just does so much damage. I'm sure there must be some sort of like animation or telegraphing that he does. So you know when he's going to charge. It just always felt like that. Like, what? I don't know what I was supposed to do then, to be honest. Go away. Back off. Okay, here we go. This is good. Nope. Oh God, did not need to be hit by that. Go away. Go away. Go. Stop it. Stop it. Well, not much I can do, really. Come on. Oh, that's frustrating, and I just accidentally hit the mic. Oh, this is a frustrating boss. It's like, if you stand in just the right place, you can really just like massacre him quite easily. He just moves so awkwardly, and there's just so many times where you like you're just not quite hitting. It feels bad. It feels really bad. That's the thing, like, whenever I make one of these videos on these games, there's always like after I made this one, I was like, well, I put it really low on the list, and I really did say a lot of mean things about it. I did describe it as a train that just shuts down in the middle of nowhere that no one cares about. And I kind of feel like, is that too harsh? It does look nice, and it's like beatable. Is it actually kind of like charming in its own weird way? And then like I go back and actually play it, and I'm like, you know what? I feel pretty good about what I said. I feel pretty justified in being as mean as I was about this game. Like when I have to deal with stuff like this, like it's like this, it just feels too broken across the board. Because there was a couple of people who commented saying like, I actually kind of like this game. And again, I think that's cool. I think it's cool that there are games even like this that have defenders. People will say, actually, I think I played it when I was a kid, or I gave it a go, and actually think it's pretty neat. I like that those people exist. It's just, no, it's bad. No, it's bad. But it's cool that people like it. Like, there's not much I can do at the moment during this boss because I just have to grind. All I can do is grind. But in this situation, that when he gets me in the corner like this, well, there's really not much I can do because I can't grind. And avoiding the bricks becomes very difficult. Well, you know what? We haven't even got to the hardest boss yet. I hope I'm able to beat the final boss in this game, but that is also actually quite difficult. That one's more of a nightmare than this. Oh, God. Oh, we'll get there. I'll be able to beat this boss. I have like 5 lives. So I should be able to beat it. I actually got very close to beating it that last time then. Just couldn't quite pull it off. It really is just like, if you stand in the right place and mash the button, it's totally fine. But it just, if you're just a little bit off, you get a little bit unlucky, then you're stuck in these situations where you're just grinding during a boss fight. Say what you will about Dark Souls. Very little grinding during those boss fights. Minimal grinding, you could say. Alright, I'm just gonna get as much bricks as I can, and then I know I'm gonna die in a second. Like when he does this, and then the bricks fall down, and it's really hard to dodge them. Go on, bugger off. Go on. Yep, there we go. Oh no, I think this song is growing on me. Well, I'm so sorry to hear. For my next live stream, I think I'm just going to replace all my pre-stream music with just this soundtrack. Maybe just this song. Just play this really loud for like 10 minutes. Just see how many people... Let's see who the true fans are, who will stay despite me being despite me doing that. Okay, he's going to charge soon, but I need to get as many hits as I can. Come on. Oh, man. The charging just does so much damage. It's insane. And, yep, that's fair. Come on. How did... Please die. Please die. Please die. Yes, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. That went very well. I'm actually surprised I was able to beat that first level, or the actual full level itself, in that time. Also, here's something I was thinking, right? Like, on these title cards, they actually have different, like, suits. Like, they have different outfits. That's the word I'm looking for. So I do wonder at some point they were going to, like, actually give them different outfits for every single one of the levels, but they just ran out of time and didn't. But that would make way more sense, wouldn't it, right? Like, you have all these specific themes for every single level, and then you have title cards that show them in different outfits. Like, as far as I'm aware, like, pretty much all of the title cards have different outfits. Wouldn't it make sense that the characters would actually just be in those outfits rather than just their generic things? I don't know. I don't know. It grows on you. Oh my god. So the consensus is not great at first, but it grows on you. Great. This goes hard. Okay, cool. Good to know. I guess I have bad music taste. I don't listen to the top 100, I'm afraid. I think the music works as a whole if you could work with the game and the visuals. Certainly not something I'm adding to a Spotify playlist, though. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe it's just like the songs just don't really fit the vibe of this game. Like when you say Itchy and Scratchy, you don't think of this. Like, that's just not... That just doesn't match the vibe at all. I don't know what would match the vibe, but it's definitely not whatever this is. Right, so I actually don't know this level that well at all. I don't know if I ever found the Scratchy token, because this level is actually kind of difficult. But this level is just like all the other levels where it's like all you need to do is find the weapon pickups and just kind of stay in one place with those weapon pickups. And that's kind of all you want to do. You don't really want to be exploring too much. Well, can I go up there? Oh, I can. This... Oh, there's... Okay, there's the extra life. There's some health. Stop that. That doesn't feel like you should be able to go up there. These don't look like proper platforms. I'm oddly surprised you're allowed to go up there. I bet I could beat this level by just standing here and doing this. I bet that would work. It would be really boring, but I bet it would work. I bet this would work. But we need to go and find that Scratchy token. Okay, this music... God, listen to that. What is this supposed to be? This is, maybe this is my new least favorite song. Okay, I'm guessing... Okay, so there's some cheese. There's some health. Very nice. Oh, this level is massive. I'm still going on the logic of the Scratchy token is probably somewhere up high. So I'm guessing it's around... Oh. God, there's a ton of health in this level, isn't there? I guess it's needed. Is it not up here? Okay, I don't think there's anything over here to the right. But then if it's not over there, I'm kind of out of ideas of where the Scratchy token could be. Maybe it's really low down. Maybe it's over here. Get rid of these dogs. God, this level's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. I just didn't really explore this level that much because you just really... Oh! 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 Cool! Okay, that didn't actually kill me outright, which is nice. But I did not expect that. Did not expect that. Okay. So my only... God, there's so much health. Okay, so now I'm just heading back to where... The itchy... The itchy is, yeah. I think I'm just missing a section somewhere where that Scratchy token could be. I think there was some help over here I'm starting to need. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, there's this door. Okay, more cheese. Good. Let's go through the door. I think it just warps us to the right. Oh, no, don't want to do that. Or do I? That... Okay, that's the... Is that the door we just went through? This is me figuring out this level live on stream. Because I did beat it. Just again, the game requires so little of you in terms of actually like being able to... Oh, did not mean to press A. Okay, there's some health, which is desperately needed. Oh god, goodness. That was a hell of an animation. Oh, I've already been up here. It can't be up here. Yeah, I would really like to find this Scratchy token, because we have got 6 for 6. So I don't think it's going to mean anything getting the 7th, but like, it would be really nice to do. So I would quite like to find it. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those secret ones, where you have to go and like hit a switch, and then like that activates something, and then you go here. Maybe it's here. Nope. That's a death pit. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is one that I'll look up. I think I'm going to go back to where the extra life is. That's like my best guess to where one of these could be. Although I'm very low on health at the moment. Oh yeah, you got to get 100% in the Itchy and Scratchy game. Absolutely. Don't want to embarrass myself on the internet. Oh, I'm back here. Okay, this level doesn't feel so big anymore. At first I was like, wow, this level is huge, but no, I just keep going round and round the same areas over and over again. Actually not that big at all. Oops. And Scratchy just... I don't know what Scratchy's doing, but he's not really that interested in me. All right. I'm going to try the top left again. Although I think I just... Is my cheese going to reset? I hope not. Come on now. Yeah, my cheese reset. Great. Okay. Well, let's go back to where my extra life was. God, I really dislike these little robot things. Okay, I reckon it's like up here somewhere. It's just you gotta take like a left instead of a right. It'll be one of them. Okay, so I went this way. Oh, Scratchy. Now Scratchy decides to show up. No, so that's just cheese. Oh, now I don't even remember where the thing is. I don't even remember where the extra life was. Okay, I think if I die to this, I'll look it up and just see if it's something reasonable to do. Okay. Wait, no, now I'm just back here. Okay. All right, I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. I'm going to have to look it up. I'm afraid that's annoyed me. I don't know where it is. I bet it's going to be like a secret somewhere. Walk through. Here we go. Game facts. Won't let me down. Yeah, I don't think I ever found this one when I was playing it. Here we go. The future is now. Look out for the clones. What? Clocks, gears, and of course Scratchy. Stand by the circle. No, that's the boss. I don't want to know the boss. Wait, no. Wait, no, where is it? Wait, no. Go all the way to the right and stand next to the arm. Stand to the left, shoot it. No, that's just how to beat the boss. No, you can't do this to me. Game facts, no. It's not here. It's not on the game facts guide. Okay, IGN. IGN won't let me down. Come on, here we go. Let's take a look. Disassembly line. This one is sort of hard, but not as hard as the previous stage. What I do is jump on the other side. From the edge, I start shooting my weapon. Wait, what? The eye is itchy. S is... No, that's the boss guide again. Oh, no. Well, this is interesting. I can't find any guides online that will tell me where this one is. Is this how little people care about this game? Has nobody ever, like, gotten all of these? I think this is the same one again. Jump over. Okay, Jurassic Park. Oh my god, these guides that I'm finding online don't show getting the Scratchy token. They don't include it. Has just nobody been bothered to ever get all the Scratchy tokens in this game? That can't be right. That can't be right. No. Let's not get silly. Okay, well, I'm gonna click on a video guide now. Okay, well, this one's 39 minutes. This might end up coming through. Oh, yeah, it is. So you guys can hear that. Lucky you. Here we go. Disassembly line. Here we go, everybody. Where's the Scratchy token? Show me that Scratchy token. So he goes over there. This must be very exciting for everyone. I hope everyone's having a good time. Surely he gets it, though. Surely he gets it. Somebody must have gotten this. Surely. I feel like I went everywhere in the level. And it's just a case of finding the one spot where you can actually, like, make it appear somehow. I don't see it. God, he spent a long time playing this level, didn't he? Okay, still running around. Still lots of running around. And then he beat it. Alright, okay. Well, I can't find anything online that tells me where the Scratchy token is in the last level of the Itchy and Scratchy game, which feels insane. So I think the only sensible thing to do is to keep playing it until I find it. And if that means I get a game over, luckily there's like infinite continues, right? So we won't fail completely. But I think if there's one thing I can do for this world, if there's one thing that I can do to make this world a better place, it's put a video out there which shows people where the last Scratchy token is in the final level of the Itchy and Scratchy game. So I think that's what I'm going to do and just try and figure this out. Okay, if anyone has any ideas, do let me know. There was like some dials or something. So it kind of feels like you got to do something with them. I wonder if there's a spot where you can like use the cheese to run fast to make the dial go up. Or something like that. Something like, maybe something along those lines. I feel like maybe there is a section that I've missed here. There might just be a section I've missed, but I do wonder if the Scratchy bots over here is an indicator that it's up here somewhere. Okay, if I go to the right... Oh my god, I can't go to the right and jump off that thing. So up here was health, I think. So, okay, that's the extra life. That's the health. Doesn't look like I can jump up there. Like, I don't think the camera will scroll up there. But this extra life is actually pretty well hidden. You have to, like, make that jump with the cheese. So I have a feeling wherever this Scratchy token is, I'm going to need the cheese to get it. Or it could be a case that it's just through one of these doors. But none of these Scratchy tokens have been that crazy hidden. Like, I feel like none of these are, like, hidden in, like, such an insane way that you could never find them. A lot of them are just, like, go somewhere high and you'll find it. Like, just go to a high area that's a little bit tricky to go to, and that's kind of enough. Oh god, what do you want? Alright, we can just stand here for a bit. Gives me a chance to have a drink, I guess. Scratchy, why do you have an idle animation? No, it's a good game. It's a good game. I wonder if there's a level map for this game. I mean, I couldn't find one. If you're able to find one, let me know. Hello, what did I miss? Hello. Thanks for stopping by. Not too much. There was a lot of birthday well wishes, which was very much appreciated. It is my birthday. I turned 33 today. So how else would I celebrate apart from playing the Itchy and Scratchy game? And now I'm on a mission because I've been able to get... So every level of this game has a Scratchy token. And I have the first 6, but I can't find the final one. And as far as I can tell, there's no guides online to tell me where the last one is. So we just have to find it. But I have no idea where it is. And at the moment, I'm stuck in this epic stalemate. Is he actually just stuck? I think he's stuck. There we go. See, this is one of the dials I was talking about. I wonder if these mean anything. I would guess not, because it's jumping all around. Oh, thank you for the happy birthday. I appreciate it. I did all my birthday celebration stuff over the weekend, so with it being Monday, I thought it'd be nice to just stream and hang out instead. And it's actually gone quite well in terms of playing this game. I just now need to try and somehow find where this last Scratchy token is. Okay, first thing I gotta do is find some cheese though. There was a lot of cheese before. Haven't been able to find much since. See, so much of this level like loops round on itself, which makes me think, oh dear. You gotta become super itchy and get the true ending. Well, yeah, exactly. Collect all the Chaos Scratchies? Scratchy Emeralds? I don't know. Okay, so let's figure out these doors. So this door at the very start takes us to wherever this is. God, come on. Okay, got some cheese. Good. Okay, so this is just all the way... I hate these enemies so much. Let's just throw a bomb at him. There we go. Okay, so that door just takes us all the way to the right side where we can then climb up. But there is that other set of doors. So I want to try and find that other door just to confirm where it goes. Although Scratchy's being way more aggressive than normal here, which is not ideal. I think the other door's over here somewhere. I think. Is it not here? Maybe it's through. Maybe it's down here. Let's go through here. No. Oh, there's the other door. Okay, here's the other door. So let's go through here. I think that takes us to the top left. Maybe? I just like... If it really does require the cheese to jump up somewhere high... Okay, the only other explanation for this is that the Scratchy token is in the boss fight. But the boss fight is such a simplistic room. It's gonna be in the boss fight room, isn't it? It's gonna be in the boss fight room, isn't it? That's where it's gonna be. And I'm gonna feel really stupid about this. So I'm gonna look it up again. The Itchy and Scratchy... No, not the Itchy and Scratchy show. No one's heard of that. Itchy and Scratchy game. Here we go. I'm just gonna check to see if it's actually in the boss fight area. Here we go. Oh god, this is just gonna be grinding, isn't it? Okay, it doesn't look like it. Okay, that didn't look like it to me. But there is a small chance. I've considered the worst option. This level just doesn't have one for some reason. I mean, I wouldn't be that surprised. Genuinely wouldn't be that surprised if this level was just like, hey, Jim, you did remember to put the Scratchy token in that level. Yeah. 100%. Because you know every level has to have one. Yeah, I know. I've done it. And then they ship it and it was like, you didn't do it, did you, Jim? It's like, well, I'm busy. We've all got stuff to do, mate. But that Itchy one is just very well hidden. The Itchy extra life, which makes me a little bit worried. But it's not so well hidden that I couldn't find it. Like, it's still, like, right there. And it's my best guess for where it could be. Yeah, because, like, so this section of the level seems to just, like... So we go here. I find it weird there's nothing over here. That seems very suspicious to me. And up here is the extra life. I guess we should grab that every time. Then yeah, there's an invisible wall up there, so I can't jump any further up there. Because that would be a good guess to where it could be. Hold on, I think I missed a comment. Are there some Simpsons video games you won't be reviewing on this retrospective for reasons? Oh, we actually talked about that earlier. So the plan is I'm going to do everything. I have a way of playing the mobile games. The only one I can't really play at all is the iOS version of The Simpsons Arcade, but I can play the Java version. So potentially I won't be able to play that, but I'll be able to play an emulated version of The Simpsons Bowling. And then the only other Simpsons video game content that I want to play that I don't think I can access is the Lego Dimensions I can play, because those are quite cheap on eBay. So the only other one is the Minecraft Simpsons pack, because they released a Simpsons pack for Minecraft back in like 2015 or 17 or something like that. But that got delisted, and my only option for playing that content is maybe somebody made a mod, something like that. So if there's a mod out there where I could play that Minecraft content, then I'll do it like that. But no, as far as I'm aware, I can play all the other ones. It's just the iOS version of The Simpsons Arcade And then The Simpsons Bowling isn't perfect emulation-wise. And then, yeah, the Minecraft pack for The Simpsons is not... You can't purchase it anymore. And it's not easy to access. And then there's, like, The Simpsons Pinball. So... But that's like a pinball table, so that is a little bit different. So I'm not as worried about that. Because I would have to physically buy a pinball table from like 1999 or 1990, I think. Which just isn't really feasible. I wonder if it's like defeat all the robots. I wonder if it's one of them where you have to like go around and beat every single robot and then that unlocks it. I find it really interesting that there's these two bottomless pits here. I wonder if I just have to check every single pit. Well, Scratchy just fell down. Yeah, these pits seems pretty... Is this a proper pit? No. I'm going to jump down all these pits and see if any of these... Okay, so the first one is just acid. So let's go back. Oh no, so this takes me to the start. First one is acid. Second one... acid. Then okay, we're back to the start. So what? Acid, acid. This one looked like acid, but I want to give it a go. Okay. So acid, acid, then what about this one? I mean, slightly higher acid, but still acid. That's interesting. They all spawn you from the same to the same spot. Okay, so it's not in any of the pits. Maybe there is a location low down though, but where would it be? Oh god, Scratchy does not get on with his corner in the slightest. The only other thing I can think of is there's something like you have to defeat all those little floating robots and then suddenly it will just like appear somewhere. Like some sort of weird noise will play and then it will come. Or maybe it's just up here. No. I have a lot of cheese at the moment. So maybe... Go away, Scratchy. Maybe I just need to do a big jump? No. So it's definitely not in that top right. God, I really wish Scratchy didn't go that way, because now he's just going to hit me. Oh, that's cool. That's cool! Yeah, the only thing I can think of is defeating all these robots, but even then, like, this game has not done anything like that before. So it feels a bit odd that it would do it now. But I don't think it's anything to do with those pits. That's the thing about this game, where it's like... The level design is so, like, devoid of, like, any point that you don't know if a part of a level is intentionally void because they just didn't bother to fill it, or if actually like, no, there is supposed to be something there, you just haven't found it. Like, I don't know which one it is with this game, and that's very frustrating. Okay, so I think this is where I just died. What's over there? I just have a, like, obviously I haven't found the token yet. I just can't think where else to go. Which to me kind of means, because there's this whole left section here, and that's like the most secret-y kind of area in the whole level. But we already know there's a secret there because this is where the extra life is. I just want to thank everyone who has stuck around on this journey with me of playing the same level over and over again, just trying to find this one token, which may or may not exist. There's very few people on this earth that know whether this token exists or not. And apparently none of them post online, so it's super cool. I still find it so weird that this bit here, that this is accessible. Like, why would you be able to go up here? There's like invisible walls in the whole rest of the level to stop you doing stuff like this. But over here, you can just jump up here. Which, like, again, I don't know if that's intentional or if somebody just messed up. But you can go up there. God, Scratchy does teleport quite aggressively, doesn't he? I guess luckily for me, I still have the opinion that this level isn't actually that hard. The only reason why, like, I keep dying here is because, like, I'm not playing it properly because I just want to find that Scratchy token. I mean, it would be nice if I wasn't dying due to Scratchy over and over again, but... Oh, I should not have grabbed that. That was a bad idea. Yeah, the doors are suspicious because sometimes the doors will take you to like a secret area. Like they do have secret areas in this game, which is where a couple of the Scratchy tokens have been. So it is very possible that there's like perform an action to make a door appear. But in terms of what that action could be, I don't know. I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing. Have I gone this way? Okay, great. I think I'm going to keep trying until I get a proper game over. Then once I get a game over, I'll have to just give this up. Maybe I'll just play this on easy and get back, like, in my own time, play up to this level on easy, just so I take less damage and then just start looking around. But I think the answer might just be it's in the boss. Like, it could just be in the boss room. And maybe nobody's figured out how to trigger that in the boss room. Because the level 4 token is in the boss. Oh god, Scratchy. Every time. That's crazy how consistent that is. Like, that's just a straight bug. That if Scratchy gets caught... Oh god. This would be a good exploit if this guy would just... Look at that, every time. I wonder. Look at this. It doesn't work, dude. The game doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay. Well, everyone, at least when I do actually beat this level, we have a pretty good way of doing it. I wish I featured this in the video. Now, hey guys, hot tips. It's your boy Tom coming at you with the latest video games. I'm going to teach you this sick hack that Acclaim don't want you to know about. It works like every time and it just breaks the game. Go to level 7 in the Itchy and Scratchy game and go into this corner. Kablamo. I don't know. I don't have TikTok. Can't really... Whatever that aesthetic is, I don't know. I remember I went to go and see... I went to one of the esports events for Apex Legends because I love Apex Legends. And like the person I went with like met up with some friends that she knew, and then we ended up hanging out with them, and then like they ended up showing me on their phone their TikToks, and it was like very much that like guy on the top in his gamer room showing like cool tips in like Starfield. I was like, okay, I can see why someone might like this. I don't like this, but I can see why someone might like this. But yeah, it definitely felt like a whole other world watching those videos. Oh, he came back. He actually does attack sometimes. Okay. Doesn't attack often. So I guess you jump, you hit him, jump, and then there you go. Okay. All right. Well, while he's doing that, maybe let's try this jump again. No, invisible wall. No, it just feels like... I know it's going to be so unsatisfying, me not doing this. Where's this door go? I can't go through it. It won't let me go through it. There we go. Oh, that just takes me there. My only guess is destroy all the robots. I mean, that's insane if that's what it is, but that's my only guess. I think I'm just going to have to beat this level though, guys. I think I'm going to have to throw in the towel and move on from this, because this is kind of insane. I think I saw a gap in the ceiling, but maybe I didn't. It didn't mean it. Yeah, again, you don't know. You don't know. That's the fun of this game. All right, let me catch up a little bit. Family Guy has 2 video games. South Park has 8. King of the Hill had a PC game, and I think Beavis and Butthead had a couple, but it's more of a teen comedy than an adult comedy. Also, Futurama has one. Yeah, so I own the Futurama game. I own the PS2 Family Guy game. And as part of making this Itchy and Scratchy game video, I did buy those South Park games. So that was a little bit of a tease, because at some point I do want to cover those South Park games, but I absolutely do also want to like do it properly. So, but just like for me, I find it more interesting to see the like Acclaim and their Simpsons game is most of the story, but to me the South Park Acclaim Simpsons games is like the last chapter almost, right? Like it almost feels like saying, and then Acclaim released the Itchy and Scratchy game and ending it then. It's like missing out on the next part of the story, because the next part of the story is that they went and got the Turok developer to make a South Park game, and then they bled that franchise dry, and then Acclaim just like died a few years later. So I want to like almost do the South Park games to like complete that story of Acclaim. We're so sorry we make bad games for years. That's kind of actually what makes me more interested in those games, to see like, okay, well, I guess, you know, in another world, these would have been Simpsons video games, not... Yeah, these would have been Simpsons video games, not South Park ones. So it's almost, that's the next, you know, that's the next part of the story. And I did play the South Park game when I was a kid. When I was like 8 years old or something, I was into South Park and I played that N64 game. So it'd be nice to cover it properly. Alright, let's just go to the glitch place and glitch out Scratchy. But I do want to try... I think I'll do it off screen. I think I'll try getting rid of all the robots. But I find that top bit so suspicious. I do want to like play this again on easy and see if destroying all the rope, like look at this, like this looks like this could be where a door goes. I wonder if, God, I hate these. Go away. Okay. I need like yeah, like I can't even attack these guys. Maybe I can do this. No. I wonder if it's just you gotta attack these guys. I can't, they don't even go down low enough. I can't attack them. I can't attack them. It doesn't work. So maybe I need to go and grab a weapon that I can throw in the air. Go back to that point. Okay, a bomb. Here we go. Let's just use this just to do it quicker. Go back here. Where's my bomb? Where's my bomb? Why didn't it pick up the bomb? Okay, let's go back. Wait, where's that weapon? I think I've gone too far. I want to go back to that spot though. I think I might actually be onto something. I think if I can pick up the bomb, take out those 2 enemies, it looks like a point where the door could appear, right? Like that. No, I didn't want to do that. Okay, go away, Scratchy. Thank you. Okay, because I was hurt, I didn't pick up that cheese. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool game. Right, so there's a weapon over here. Bombs. There we go. Right, so we got the bombs. Okay, cool. Great. Let's go over here then. I think they were this way. Yeah, here we go. God, what are they doing, man? Oh my God, they don't... Look, they go, but... What are they? What is happening? This is awful. Well, there goes all my bombs. Oh, and that guy despawned? What? Okay, this is just very strange. I'm just confused. Maybe I can attack him from up here. Come on. Oh. Just not having a good time. It's one of those things, right, where it feels like this is so doable. Like, it just feels so doable that you can take these enemies out. They're just positioned in just awkward enough that you can't quite attack them. But also, like, when I had those bombs, right? Like, I'm going to try and grab the bombs again. Because, okay, is that actually another... No, I'm going to have to grab the bombs. But, like, even when I had the bombs, they were moving in such a strange way that it just felt like impossible to even line up attacking them with the bombs. But it's like, it's almost like, is this the challenge? Is the challenge that they're really hard to take out, which is why it's the secret? I don't know. Like, this guy you can take out, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Scratchy, you stay in your corner. God, he loves that corner. Yeah, like this guy I can attack from up here. No problem. Then here, okay, here's number one. Yes, yes. Okay, that's one. Okay, I think I just need to step a little bit away from where they are. Though I hate Scratchy being here. Please leave, Scratchy. Come on. No! Alright, that's fine. There's another weapon over here. We can grab those bombs and come back. If I don't die in the meantime. I think it's over here. Or gone too far. Should be over here. Scratchy, like, spawned at just the wrong time there. And with bombs as well. Like, he's attacking me with bombs, which is not helpful. I think the weapon's over here. I swear the weapon was over here. Oh, here we go. Alright, bombs. Back we go. Being chased by Scratchy with bombs. Awesome. Excellent. And I think if he hits me again, I'm dead. There we go. And it didn't do anything. Cool. Alright, I think it's time to get a game over and then just beat Scratchy properly. There's kind of no point beating Scratchy possible in this live because I will absolutely die due to the boss, and there's like a lot of grinding that I got to do to even have a chance at beating the final boss. So you kind of can't go into the boss with no lives. Alright. Alright, well, we beat the robots at least. Yeah, I think I'll continue. Having a really great time, so wouldn't want to stop the fun. I still haven't played the Game Gear version yet. My plan was to play the Game Gear one as well. I think all we're going to do now is just go all the way to that spot that Scratchy hates. Cause him to get stuck, and then just attack him over and over again. Because if the game's not going to play fair, then I'm not going to play fair. Yeah, I think it was all the way to the right, wasn't it? So it should be over here. Yeah, here's the spot. Just need to get rid of this guy first, because he is extremely annoying. There we go. Okay, Scratchy. No? No, just not gonna... Just don't feel like it, or... Just don't feel like spawning, I guess? Oh no, there he is. There he goes. It might be harder than I thought. Like, I got him stuck here several times, but if he's not gonna spawn... Oh, there he goes. There he is. Good old Scratchy. I'm glad I got the bombs as well. Now go back in the corner, mate. It's alright. Again, I am very grateful that this level is actually very easy thanks to this glitch. And it's crazy that it's like 100%. Like 100% of the time, Scratchy just gets stuck in this corner and can't do anything. But yeah, my plan is also we'll play the Game Gear version, but like, I don't know if I'll beat the Game Gear version on stream. Not because I can't, because it's actually easier than this version of the game, but it's just going to take a ton of time. I've almost been streaming for like 2 hours as well, so... Okay, so the first thing we got to do is grind. I feel semi-confident about actually beating this game though on medium. No, I didn't do it for the review, but it was always my belief that it was like doable. It's just like actually playing a ton more of this game just to figure out how to beat it. And I was like, I kind of don't want to. I was happy enough to beat it on easy. I guess I can kind of redeem myself. Although again, I don't see, like, in terms of the Scratchy token, it is possible that the Scratchy token is in this boss fight. I just, like, this is all the boss fight is. It's just a conveyor belt. So in terms of where it could be, I genuinely have no idea. Like, I have no idea where it could be. So again, I've got to think it's like a secret. It is just like somewhere in this boss level or the boss fight or somewhere in the actual level, there is a switch or something or some sort of hidden action. And once you do that, then you can get that Scratchy token. The sad thing is the Scratchy token doesn't do anything. Like, I know this. I know it doesn't do anything. It's just the principle of it at this point. Oh, this gives me time to read Max's sick TikTok message. Yo, what up, peeps? It's your boy, Honest Tom, Honest Tommy. God, that's horrible. Today, I'm going to show you how to prank your mum with spray hair. Prank goes wrong. Yeah, again, I don't think I have those vibes to pull that off. I don't think Honest Tommy... Somewhere out there, somebody can pull off Honest Tommy prank videos. But probably not me. No rebrand to Honest Tommy pranks. Not today. Maybe I should trademark it though. You never know. Who knows? Yeah, I've already taken damage from that missile, so I do wonder if I should just let myself die here. Maybe it's a Space Mutant situation where you need to wait for the timer to go down. Maybe? I mean, anything is possible, right? At this point. Like, this game isn't complicated. There's not a lot to it. It was just a space that you run around in and you can hit switches and then use cheese to jump to higher platforms. But I couldn't see any higher platforms that I didn't go to. And then I didn't see any switches to hit in order to make a Scratchy token appear. So it's like, I'm sure it's in there. I would guess there is a Scratchy token to find, but in terms of finding that Scratchy token, I got nothing. I really got nothing. The only thing I can think of is destroy all the robots. But again, that's like, if that's true, that's just a completely new mechanic that never existed before. But then it could be the timer thing, and that would still be a completely new mechanic that never existed before. Like, I don't know. Because when it comes to like levels and game design, right? When you play a game, you kind of assume that the rules that it has established early on are the rules you're going to need to use to solve later puzzles. Maybe they add a little bit of a layer on top of it and make it a bit more harder or complicated. But there's almost this like unwritten agreement of, okay, you have taught me all this stuff, so now you're just going to show me harder versions of the stuff that you have taught me. So that's what I'm assuming here, where it's like, okay, well, what have we used to find Scratchy tokens before? Well, there are hidden doors that you can reveal by hitting buttons. and there are hidden platforms that you can reveal by hitting buttons, and there are also there is also hidden platforms that you can use cheese to get up higher to, and that's where they hide hidden items, and that is how it has worked for all 6 of the levels. So you would assume level 7 is going to work the exact same way, but it's like, I don't know. Didn't find any buttons, I couldn't find any secrets, I couldn't find any doors. Okay, that was cool. Yeah, I'm just going to keep grinding. Like 70 is definitely way more than you need, but I've taken so much damage. Well, I've taken like a third damage here that it's like, I might as well. Actually, let's see if there's anywhere anywhere that looks like there could be a token. I don't think so. Yeah, see, there's just not much to this level. Yeah. There's just nothing to this boss room. So I don't really know where one could be. Like, there's at least quite a lot to the main level where something could be hidden there. But I feel like for this boss fight, like, no. It's all just this one conveyor belt with a load of traps on it. So it feels unlikely. Alright, let's just die then. Oh, we're about to run out of time. Oh, this is quite an unpleasant noise. Scratchy is... Oh no, there he goes. I thought he'd broken for a second because he wasn't firing his missiles. I do wonder though with the Scratchy tokens, because it's my belief that it's like doesn't work properly, but maybe they do mean the final boss. Maybe they don't mean Scratchy, the boss at like the end of each level. Maybe they do just genuinely mean this boss here, because he doesn't seem to be firing his missiles that aggressively. Which, like, when I played this on easy, he was firing missiles all the time. God, that was... Oh god, this is awkward. Okay, now he's firing his missiles more often. God, this is unpleasant to play. Just to let everyone know. Oh god, it's just... The big problem is that you have to, like, hold the throw button at the right time. There's just so many times where, like, the throw just simply won't work. And it's just so precise. It's going... Oh god. It's going okay, though. God. Yeah, like, about a third of the times that I press the Y button, it's not working. So I just pressed it at slightly the wrong time. God, see, it didn't work then. So I pressed it too late. Now I have to dodge more stuff, which is pretty cool. There is a nice little animation though, like when the eyes start going crazy, that means a missile is coming. So you can at least, oh god, why didn't that work? So you can at least, ah no. You can at least use that to tell when you're gonna get almost hit. Oh god, come on. Nope, why didn't that work? No, 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 no. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. That's beatable. That's definitely beatable. It's just like genuinely a third of the times when I started pressing Y to throw the wrench didn't work. But I've got enough wrenches here that I can do this. Just got to get that timing down a little bit better. Again, I do honestly think this is so close to actually being quite a good boss. It's just the controls are just not good enough to support this sort of like combat. Like, it's just not good enough. Like, it's just too unresponsive. Like, then I hit the button and it just didn't work because I hit it a little bit too early and it just feels really bad. Nope. Oh no, that was bad timing on my part. Okay, gotta reset a bit here. The missiles and the Scratchy things are a little bit out of sync. in a way that's quite unpleasant. I think I just got to play this safe. Just make sure I avoid... Hit once. No! No! Just make sure I avoid these missiles. You throw, and then just... Dodge, dodge, throw, dodge, dodge, throw, dodge, dodge, throw. Only 2 more. As long as I don't get hit by another bloody anvil. Okay. Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say, I avoided it that time, but I didn't. Okay. Dodge, dodge, throw. Then... No, that was... I should not have done that. Alright, there we go. Dodge. Okay. Okay, alright. Oh, I'm getting so sweaty. It's a lot hotter in this room than I thought it was. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, I don't like that going. Alright, there we go. Well, that was fun. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Franchan. Thank you, Ace Bandit. Thank you so much. I've had so many people wish me happy birthday in this chat. It's been amazing. Thank you. Oh, did it hit the mic again? Don't do that. Oh. Like how we get to enjoy the Flintstones music again. The bop of the century, as it's known as. The fact that he attacks after he dies is cruel. It is cruel. I think you can die then. I think that can absolutely kill you. I don't know what happens if that happens, but I think maybe you do have to do it again. Yeah, that boss isn't too bad once you get that rhythm. Like, that is actually just about okay, but you still need to, like, grind to even have enough ammo to make that doable. So... Flintstones is so brat. Yeah, Brat Summer's back, guys. Happy to announce that Brat Summer is back, 2025. And Charlie XCX, is that what she's called? Has remixed the Flintstones ripoff from Itchy and Scratchy game. And it's 100 million plays on Spotify. So Brat Summer is eventually back. What about Rat Summer or Cat Summer? Just think about it. Well, I'm glad I beat it though. I can officially say I did beat this game on medium. God, I don't recognize this part of the song. Really goes somewhere. This is a very different vibe. Alright, well, that's that done. So I am going to jump over to the Game Gear version, but I have been streaming for like 2 hours. So I think I'll only stream that for a little bit, just to show it off. But I don't want to spend like a massive amount of time playing it, because it's also not the best. But it is better than this version. Okay, so how am I going to do this? Let me just talk to myself while I try and figure this out. Do I want to go in? I don't want to do it. Okay, where is it? I want to go to studio mode. There we go. Then get rid of you. And then we're going to... I'm trying to do this so you guys can enjoy the banging music while I load up Itchy and Scratchy, because I am going to have to play the Game Gear version on an emulator. I don't really have a good way of doing it otherwise. Okay, that's all loaded up. Okay, that's looking pretty rough. Cool. So let's go ahead and add you... How do I do this? Add source. Add that there. Okay, then let's transform attention on screen like that. Then, hey, there we go. Beautiful. Okay, I'm turning off my SNES. That music is driving me insane. Let's hit this. Hopefully that doesn't break the stream, what I just did. Move you over here. No, I don't want to be in studio mode anymore. Stop it. There we go. Okay. That's gone a little bit weird. So Does that fit on screen? Why have you gone a bit weird? That's gone really weird. Why has it done that? Okay, and then make this a little bit bigger. Center on screen. Turn this up a bit. There we go. Okay, hopefully that's all working for everybody. Let's have a quick restart there. There we go. Cool. Look at this text. It's beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? It's like I said in the review where it's like the presentation like this is so bad that it's like good. Like it's just so basic where it's just like we just need text on screen. All right, just scroll it on blue. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all fine. Okay. All right. I think audio wise that should be okay. That looks about right. If it's a little quiet, just let me know. So my controller's gonna work. Oh, don't tell me you're not. Oh, it's not even plugged in. That'll do it. I was gonna set up my Game Gear, because in the video itself I have like a Game Gear image, and then I just put this in the middle of it and just crop out the middle. I kind of just didn't get around to it. So this is going to have to break the illusion of me playing it or not playing it on a Game Gear. Okay. Yeah, I think I can play this on medium. So it's a bit of a jump. It's pretty different. Like it's one of those where it's like I still think this is the better version, but I can totally get why somebody would like play this version and be like, what is this? Like it's definitely a pretty big jump going from like the SNES one that actually looked kind of good to this one, which is like, I believe on an actual Game Gear it's totally fine, but on like blown up like this, and I use this filter so there's like a ton of pixels on it to try and make it a little bit more realistic. Well, not realistic, but you know, like just so it's not quite so clean. Because I think when people emulate 8-bit games and they don't add any filter to it, to me it's just too clean. Like 8-bit games were not supposed to be seen like perfect, like pixel perfect and stuff like that. Like I just don't think that's any way to play those games. So I like to, even if it's not 100% correct, I do like to add stuff like this just so it's a bit different. So yeah, so it's a bit of a shock, but again, I think once you get used to it, this is the better version. I just find, like, as you can kind of see, Scratchy in this version is still pretty broken. Like, all he's doing the whole time is just running backwards and forwards. And he just has no real interest in you. Like, he just does not care. He just likes to run. He likes to get his exercise, and that's all he does the entire time. And I don't know. I just find it more charming. Like, it's the SNES version is just kind of broken, and this version is kind of broken too, just in a way that I think kind of works better. But there we go. Well done. You defeated Scratchy. Now try beating him in the Medieval Dead. I will. Then oh, I missed this comment. Then Scratchy rises from the rubble of his factory, Scratchy token in hand. That'd be amazing. I mean, it could be, right? It could be you need to beat the boss in a certain way to get the token. But the token is supposed to be there to help you beat the boss. So if that doesn't do it, then what are we doing? Oh, and also this version does the very charming thing of it's not pause, it's pause. Like an animal. I think the Lion King game did the same thing. I think when you pause the Lion King game, it said that. So, very charming. But there's another change in the Game Gear version that I didn't mention in the review, and it's actually in the Genesis version as well, where they added in fall damage. So let me see if I can try and do it. So on the SNES version, you can jump from any height, like it's not a proper platformer, so who cares? But in this one and also the Genesis version, oddly, they added in fall damage. So if you fall too far, there's like an extra animation that kicks in that shows Itchy like properly falling, and then you take damage from doing that. And it's kind of annoying, to be honest, and feels completely unnecessary. But for some reason, yeah, not in the SNES one. The SNES version is the only one that doesn't have any type of fall damage, which is weird. Oh, look at these dragon dudes. That was cool. Oh, there's Scratchy teleporting right in front of the player. That's pretty cool. Right, let me try and get the fall damage to trigger. Yeah, there we go. There's like a unique animation of you falling. And you do take damage by doing that. It's very, very strange. Okay, I need to go and find Scratchy. Oh, he just teleported. The best thing to do in this version of the game is see what route Scratchy takes. So in this one, he will just do this forever. Because you're near him and he's found a route that he likes, he just does this forever. And for some reason, his health bar is glitching quite badly. So there we go. Oh no, he's teleported. Oh no, he's up here now. There we go. But yeah, I think the main reason why I would say this version is better is because like it just makes more sense to be a handheld game. Like the Itchy and Scratchy game just doesn't really make sense to me as a full NES title. Like I'm pretty sure Chrono Trigger came out the same year as the Itchy and Scratchy game, right? Like, and even stuff like Donkey Kong Country was like pushing the limits of that console so much that by the time you get to like 1994 and 1995, like why would you the concept of this game just didn't make sense. Like it just felt like, in my opinion, gaming just moved on from this point, right? Like there was we had the Game Boy and the Game Gear where you could make more simplistic titles and they made sense on those handhelds. But like, yeah, on the SNES and the PlayStation was just around the corner, I just feel like this game just doesn't make sense in that climate. Like it just doesn't make sense to have this game in that, it just doesn't make sense to me. But then like when I play it on the Game Gear, I'm like, yeah, all right, Itchy and Scratchy, sure, why not? Okay, I'm doing a very bad job of this level. Need to find another weapon. I think there was one to the bottom left, so maybe I can find the extra life that will heal me. Oh, that's not good. Someone over here? Nope, just took full damage. I think I'm about to die. Oh, here we go. We'll take these pair of scissors. And cut them in two. Hold on, I think the music's a bit quiet. Let's turn it up just a little bit. I mean, the music isn't as memorable, let's say memorable, as the SNES version. It's still got its own charm to it. But I think I'm about to die. But yeah, I know everyone's thinking it, but no, there's sadly no Scratchy tokens in this version of the game. So in terms of the hunt for the Scratchy tokens, we can't do that in this version, sadly. Oh, I died. But yeah, that's another thing that's quite nice about this version as well. When you die, it's one of those where like you don't fully reset, you just like spawn back into the level, and like Scratchy's life also doesn't reset. So like nothing really changes with the level, so you can just like keep going. Like you do have a fixed amount of lives, which I think you can see. Yeah, there we go. So if you pause it and then press, well, select for me, that's the number of lives that you have in the top left. And there is some way to see, wait, hold on. There is some way you can see your, how do you do it? Like there's a timer as well, and there is some way to see the timer. I just don't remember what that is. Oh well, never mind. But yeah, in this version of the game, the time limit is more of a thing. Like in the SNES version, the timer doesn't really matter at all, but in this one it kind of does. Like it's just a lot easier to hit it. Maybe the extra life is still in the same place in this version. Maybe it is all the way over here. Oh, here we go. There's the shield. Oh. why does this whole part of the level exist? The question I always ask myself with this game is like, why did you make all of this? Was that the extra life? Oh, it does not like... I don't think it was. God, what is going on with this? There we go. This music sure is something. I don't know how I would describe it, but it's something. Okay, let's find Scratchy again. No? That's not going to hit him? Okay. Alright. Happy birthday. Thank you, Scrooge. Thank you very much. It's been a good one. You know, it's been... I did the social thing on the weekend, and that was nice. I don't know. On the actual day itself, I'm not a big let's go crazy on my birthday. Like, I know, like some people are like, I need to do a ton of stuff on the actual day. And it's nice to do stuff on your birthday for sure. But like, I don't know. I don't need to feel like a princess on my birthday. I just like to kind of get like, a good birthday for me is one that's like a stress-free day. Like if it's not too stressful and I'm able to just kind of relax and just watch a TV show that I like and play the Itchy and Scratchy game apparently. Like if I'm able to just kind of take it easy, that was a good birthday. And I would say for the most part it has been that. So no complaints from me. But thank you very much. I do really want to go back and oh, my throat is starting to go. Oh, excuse me. I think that's a sign. I think that's a sign that I'll have to stop streaming soon. I do want to spend some more time on that level though. Like I do feel like if I spend enough time looking up, well, the extra life is up here, I think. No, maybe it's over here. I do feel like if I spent enough time on that level, on level 7, I would be able to find it. It's just like, I've run out of ideas. Like, I just ran out of ideas for the most part. But I think it will exist. Right, here we go. Here's another Scratchy broken moment. He'll just do this forever. It's just like, he's just perfectly happy running backwards and forwards. And it's not a glitch. As far as I can tell, it's not a glitch. It's just Scratchy will run specific routes. And this is just one of the routes he can run. And it's just kind of completely broken. And this is how I could kind of tell that, like, the attacking in this Game Gear version is just kind of broken. Because, like, you can just go up, like, he will just attack you first. There are times where you do your attack animation, and then he does his attack animation, and it will just... Even if your attack animation is first, he will attack you. Like, it is definitely, like, a little bit broken. I do unfortunately have to run now, but it was fun being here and learning the mystery of the 7th Scratchy token. Again, happy birthday. Well, thank you for coming. Yeah, I don't think I'll be streaming too much longer anyway. My throat is telling me that I'm done. But yeah, thanks for coming, and thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. There's always some sort of weird mystery. Maybe that's going to be a recurring theme of these streams. Like, every time I do one of these streams of the Simpsons games so far, it feels like there's always some weird thing that comes up that I didn't spot before. And yeah, for the last one, for Bart vs. the Space Mutants, it was, will the kid come out of the cinema? The answer to that is yes. If you wait all the way, if you wait for like minutes, eventually that kid will come from the cinema. And now we've got the next mystery. The next episode of Simpsons Mysteries with Honest Tommy. Now we got to figure out if the token is actually there. Which I do want to try off screen. Just somebody must have done it before. I cannot be the first person on the internet to ask that question. Someone must have done it. Someone must have... Okay. Someone must have done it. I can't be the first. This game came out in 1995. Somebody at some point must have found the 7th Scratchy token in the Itchy and Scratchy game. It's just not online. Just not online. Alright, Scratchy, you just Alright, mate. Sorry, I was busy. Yo, Itchy and Scratchy for Game Gear. Yeah, that's right. The best version. I think we can all agree. Yeah, thanks, Rob. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming by. I'll see you in the next stream or wherever. Okay. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. God, this is broken, dude. He's like running on... Okay, off he goes. I don't think this is a glitch. Again, I think the way Scratchy moves in this game isn't like bugs. It's just he moves really badly. But I just find it funny enough that I don't really care. Like, it's so weird, and the game is easy enough that it's like, okay, that's kind of just funny that Scratchy will just like go up and down these ladders and just get all confused and just, you just don't know what he's doing. It's just, and then he teleports in front of you, because that's pretty cool. That's a cool thing for a character to do. All right, I think one more hit. Oh no, 2 more hits. My bad. Simsteries. There we go. That's a catchy name. Welcome back to Simpsonry. I can't even say it properly. That's how good of a name it is. I'm surprised he's not dead. Yeah, that's something I do find annoying about this version, that the health bars don't work properly. Like, I've hit him like 3 times when he's had like no health, and it just hasn't counted. But he's definitely still taking... Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, I'm going to do one more level, then I think we'll call it a day. I do need to rest my throat. Oh, not a Cypher Sword. Oh, this is the worst level in the game. This level isn't great in the SNES version, but in this version, again, like the routes that Scratchy takes are just massive. Like, he just runs across this giant level, and it just, you just can't quite catch him. He's just a little bit quicker than you. Well, he's not quicker than you, sorry. You travel at the same speed, which means like this happens. Okay, let's take out this rat. There we go. And then in this version of the game, there's no health as well. But I guess you do, like, if you lose a life, you do just respawn, so it's not actually too bad. Oh, these rats are annoying, aren't they? Right, he should come back. There we go. Just gonna hit. Nice. So yeah, so I think this is the place where you want to have Scratchy, and then you can just kind of like keep going backwards and forwards. But because again, you run at the exact same speed and there's no like real momentum, it can just means it's just a little awkward to actually attack him. And at some point you have to run off because you've run out of ammo, so you need to find another one. So hey, welcome back. What's your... Oh, hold on. Oh, I've run out of ammo, and the hammer takes too long, so I'm going to have to go and find some more. What's your least favorite Simpsons game so far, and most favorites so far? Well, I've made the list. To be honest with you, I would just go by the list. So at the very bottom of the list is Virtual Bart for the SNES, and like... I don't know, there's something about that game in terms of like it was so difficult to beat that I'm really glad I was able to beat it on the SNES. But honestly, stuff like Baby Bart in that game, like that level, Baby Bart just feels so like unfair. Like it just feels so... It is another one of those, a bit like the Itchy and Scratchy game, where it just feels like you're not really figuring out like a smart or sensible, skillful way to beat it. You are just kind of figuring out, okay, what's the best way to break this level, or just like get lucky, or just like almost program the game, like like trick the programming to let you beat it. And Virtual Bart has no like continues or anything, and you can just get really unlucky in Virtual Bart and just have a run die, or you just get stuck in a bit that's just really unnecessarily difficult. So I just found Virtual Bart so unpleasant, and it's just one of those where like I really wanted to beat it, I really wanted to beat it legitly, but that process was just miserable. Like, I know I've seen a lot of things out there where some people say Bart's Nightmare is worse because of like the Windy World, Hub World is quite frustrating, and I get it, but I feel like once you get used to it, it's okay. But for me, Virtual Bart never really hits that point of where it's like, oh, once you get used to this, it's actually okay. So Virtual Bar on the SNES for sure. That was like, yeah, that took me 21 hours to beat, which is maybe more than it should do, right? But even then, for me, it was just miserable. And then, like, at the moment, I've got The Simpsons Arcade at number 1. But I already knew I liked that game, so I guess I'm like, it is my favorite, but at the same time, I think the one I'm most glad I played was Bart's Nightmare, because, like, I didn't play Bart's Nightmare as a kid. I didn't have an SNES, and I had a Mega Drive, but we had Bart vs. the Space Mutants and Krusty's Funhouse. We didn't have Bart's Nightmare. So I think The Simpsons Arcade is better, but I did really enjoy actually getting to play that game. And I do think that game is super creative and cool. I think it makes the most out of its concept and has some really fun ideas, even if some of them are very badly executed. But that's the one I was most glad to like actually properly play. And Bart's House of Weirdness as well, but that's just, it's just frustrating, that game. That's just more disappointing than anywhere. But it was really nice to actually get Bart's, actually beat Bart's Nightmare. That game is actually quite cool. But again, it's like a lot of these Simpsons games. Like pretty much every single one of these Simpsons games, you pick them up and play them, and the first half an hour is just like, this plays badly, or this is frustrating, or this is really hard. So really, in terms of like, are these games any good? You have, like, every single one of them, you have to overcome that obstacle of just like, okay, this doesn't control very well, and just like, you know, take that you have to take that time. You have to take that time to really like give it a chance. And you might give it a chance and end up being like, no, I still don't like this, which is fair enough, because again, I think they're still kind of bad. It's just like, most of these games give a bad first impression, and that can be really hard to overcome when the first impression is bad. So I think Bart's Nightmare gives a bad first impression, so I get why somebody wouldn't like it, but still. Alright, I think I'm going to end it there. My throat is coming to an end. It is telling me to stop, and Scratchy has found a good spot for himself. This one might be a bug, guys. I can't really defend this one as not being a bug. Is this retrospective going to be the first video essay review of its kind on this channel? Yeah, I mean, I've never done a video essay, but yeah, the Simpsons videos that I started in October 2023 was the first time I did them. I used to do reviews back in the day, but they were like 10 to 15 minutes long. They weren't essays. But yeah, first time doing them. It's going quite well, but yeah, that's why they feel a little bit different, the earlier videos, because I was still learning how I wanted to approach them and do them. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been really fun. Once you figure out your structure and how you want to do them, it becomes a little bit easier to make. But yeah, I'm going to end it there. So thank you very much. Thank you once again for everyone who said happy birthday. It's been a good one. My main present has been a drill. Nobody asked, but yeah, I actually now have a drill. 33. I can now drill stuff. Pretty exciting. And yeah, so the next video will be Cartoon Studio, The Simpsons Cartoon Studio. The script is nearly done. It's looking like it's going to be about 50 minutes, but I might try and chop that down to 40. So I probably won't do a live stream for Cartoon Studio straight away, just because I can't stream Cartoon Studio for a really long time. So I think what I'll do is I'll do the Cartoon Studio video, I'll put that up, and then I won't do a live stream, but then I'll work on the Virtual Springfield video, put that one up, and then I'll do a live stream which will be Cartoon Studio and Virtual Springfield, just so I can like live stream for a good amount of time, because again, I don't really have much to live stream in terms of Cartoon Studio. I think it'll just be like half an hour of me messing around with it and then leaving. So yeah, so expect that, I guess. Hopefully I finish the script soon and can record it soon, the audio soon. But again, I'm not going to make any promises to when I'll get that done, because that's just, any promises I make I will break. That's just how I roll, unfortunately. But yeah, expect Cartoon Studio hopefully sometime soon. But yeah, thanks again for everyone who stopped by and said happy birthday. And I'll see you on the next video. Alright, bye everyone.